Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that I am so excited for. It's another one of those videos that triggers people by the title. Were you triggered? Were you like, Christians can listen to secular music? Click on it and gonna leave her a hate comment. Well, welcome. Please do. Just kidding. Don't leave me hate comments. I don't understand the point of hate comments. I'm like, you can't offend me. If your opinion isn't valuable to me, it doesn't offend me. I just thought I'd say that. Just thought I'd drop that. So I'm here to spit some truth. Did you think I was going to spit on you? Because I wasn't, don't worry. This topic, I actually wrote it in my journal, so you know it's real because I was studious and wrote notes. Like, am I back in school? What? Today we're going to be tackling the topic of should Christians listen to secular music. Now, before I start this video, I always like to start all these videos that I make that have that really like triggering title that people get super like offended by before they even click on the video with the statement that these videos that I make are literally just my opinion, like what I've experienced, what I've gone through, and what I've kind of like figured out, and I just like to give it to you guys. And if you guys like it, or if you like a certain part of what I said, you can take that and apply it to your life. So this is kind of what I have figured out as far as like what I listen to, so I'm gonna go ahead and share it with you guys. Why do I do that? That's not normal. What you guys can't see is I have a ginormous pimple right here. I've had it for a week and I've been calling it my third eye. It's literally the size of my eyeball and it's so painful and it won't go away. So I thought I would just share that with you guys before we get into this very spiritual topic. Basically, in my life, what I figured out so far, the 20 years that I have been alive and kicking, 20 years that I have been on this earth and have had to experience things, I have kind of figured out that the bottom line of what I believe is that everything in my life, in some way, shape, or form, should be honoring to God. The first thing that I have to say that I try to like avoid is songs that talk about stuff that you shouldn't be thinking about, or things that you shouldn't be like allowing yourself to like dream about. So songs that are talking about like having sex or like really spicy songs, I avoid those because the thing is that it's already hard enough to keep like a clean mind in the world that we live in today. I was gonna say pure mind, but that sounds so like holy and like place the crown on my head and be pure. It's hard to keep your mind from having nasty thoughts in the world that we live in today. And so in order to keep my mind like honoring to God and stuff like that, I choose to not listen to those songs. Along with that, songs that are talking about being in the club and like strippers and hoes and like watch out, like I tend to not listen to those either because that's just garbage. I don't want that in my mind. I don't want those like words and that stuff floating around in my head. I just don't listen to those songs. So that's like, for me, those songs are very easy to tell like if it's like honoring or not honoring. Obviously, if it's talking about like twerking off of a wall, it's probably not honoring to God. I guess I can give you guys a little bit of a background story. So I grew up Christian, homeschooled, very small, very tight-knit community, as the homeschool community is. Literally, there's like a circle of homeschoolers and everybody's mother knows everybody's mother, and it's just like a cult. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm totally for homeschooling. So basically what happened was when I was younger, if the songs that I was jamming to weren't Chris Tomlin and Mercy Me, I thought it was the devil's sound. I was like, that's the devil, don't you hear him? Don't you hear him? That's Rihanna, I hear the devil, you know. Basically what I figured out is, what did I already talk about? I don't remember. This is really itching me. So I was hesitant to bring this topic up in this video just because I haven't watched this since I watched it the first time. There is this documentary slash video that's called They Sold Their Souls to Rock and Roll. It's on YouTube. I did look that up before I filmed this video just to make sure. It's basically a documentary on the backside. I just think of a butt when I think of that. I can't say that. It's basically about the whole backstory behind music, the music industry in general, and what goes into like people becoming famous. And they talk about like Michael Jackson, Eminem, Rolling Stones, a lot of like rock bands. They talk about basically like the people actually confess to like selling their souls to the devil. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not an expert on selling your soul to the devil, but I do remember watching that when I was 10. And it was kind of scary to me. I'm sure it's not scary anymore, but when I was like 10, I was like, oh my gosh. My parents showed that to all of us just as kind of like a warning of like the value of what you listen to like actually affects you. And you don't always know what is going on or what that song has attached to it. I'm not like, well, I guess I am a super spiritual person, but I'm trying not to be like uber spiritual. But I do think it is very important to be careful of what you let into your body, because your body is a temple of the Most High God, amen? And what you put into it, you needs to be okay. Basically, we watched that documentary and it's kind of intense and it talks about what happens, and like if you want to watch it, I recommend it. I'm sure there'll be a lot of controversy about that whole topic in general. I should probably rewatch it just so I know what I'm saying. But I do remember like watching it, and I do believe that like there is something that goes on behind the scenes in the music industry and it's not the best. So with that being said, that kind of like sparked me to be more careful about what I listen to. So like I like rap a lot, and there was definitely a phase in my life where I went through listening to a bunch of different rap songs. Rap songs that aren't Christian, they can get really nasty real quick, and so I just try not to listen to those anymore. Sometimes when I'm at the gym and I like need to power through a set and I just need like a bumpin' song, I'll pull up a good old-fashioned trap rap song and listen to it. But I definitely like think it's very important to be aware of what we're listening to. On that note, also you want to be aware of yourself and your heart and where you are at. I think in different seasons of life it's important to not listen to certain things. For instance, like if you just went through a breakup and you're really sad and your heart is broken into 1,000 pieces, you don't want to listen to songs that are like, I want you back, want you back, want you back, or those cute like Sam Smith songs or James Arthur songs that are so adorable, or like Ed Sheeran that are all about like finding your love of your life and like he's in love with you and you're just like yes. Because if you just went through a breakup, you're gonna wallow in self-pity for your whole life. So just being aware of yourself and your heart and where you're at right now, or if you're at a spot in your life where you really want to be with somebody, like if you really want a boyfriend, like we all do. I do sometimes because I think it's cute, but I try not to listen to songs that are all about like cute boyfriend stuff, just because like I don't know, I just try to be realistic with what I listen to. If you guys have never heard of Gavi, whatever his name is, I love these songs. So this one's called Something About You, and it's a cute song about this guy being like, there's something about you, you're cute, I like you. Like I listen to those, like I think those are fine. But when it comes to like songs that are talking about having sex or like really like deep, intimate, personal things that make your mind wander places it shouldn't go, that's where I draw the line, because I'm like, yo, that's not honoring. I don't need to be thinking about that anymore. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my little spiel. I don't feel like I brought this video, I don't feel like I presented this the best, but we're gonna roll with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more topics of like what you think, oh wait, I had a verse. Philippians 4:8. Philippians 4:8. I ask Siri a lot of questions and she doesn't answer all of them, and she rarely answers them right, and so I think she needs to be fired. I'm just gonna say that. Like I literally will be like, nearest gas station, and she'll be like, you want to eat gas? And I'm like, no, this is weird. So I have a verse to throw at you guys, because I always like to throw verses at you. Are you ready to catch it? Are you athletic? Get those hands up, let me see them. Philippians 4:8 is the verse that says, finally brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, and whatever is praiseworthy, think on these things. So what we listen to, whether or not we agree with it, it does linger in our mind, it's in us, we've heard the words. So like anything that doesn't line up with that, or anything that is really like garbage, I don't listen to. So that's kind of like the simple answer to the question of should Christians listen to secular music. I don't have a problem with it. I love like Christian rappers like KB and NF. I have a ton of favorite Christian rappers. If you guys want a whole video on that, let me know, because there are so many great Christian rappers. But yeah, so that's my little spiel on this. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and if you have any other video requests like this that you'd like to see, my battery light is blinking and I'm kind of stressing out right now. Can you tell? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys all in the next video. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.